TikTok. You either hate it or you're under the age of 18. What is going on TikTok? The app has taken the world by storm, and it is what I like to call the pulse of this iteration of the internet. The biggest memes, stars, and influencers are all being born on this app each and every day. In the currency of popular culture, TikTok is the most influential social media app. Something big is happening over at TikTok, and in today's video, I'm gonna be discussing how TikTok influences modern fashion. For those who don't know me, my name is Drew What It Do, and I talk about sneakers, fashion, art, and culture on a weekly basis. So if you enjoyed today's video, subscribe to see more. Oh yeah, before we get started, follow me on TikTok. It's only right. Just like with any proper discussion-based video, I want to talk about the good, the not so good, and the future of TikTok. Fashion TikTok is a really interesting corner of the internet, if you ask me. There are TikTokers on TikTok who dedicate their entire TikTok to talking about fashion, jewelry, menswear, womenswear, streetwear, workwear, etc, etc, etc. But what I think actually has more of an influence on TikTok are the quote-unquote true influencers, the people who are the Charli D'Amelios, the Addison Rays, the Emma Chamberlains, I don't even know the men version of those, but the women on TikTok just do better, so I'm just gonna talk about them. Those people who dabble in fashion, I feel like have a much larger foothold on influencing mainstream fashion than a traditional fashion TikToker. But the best part about TikTok, in my opinion, from a creativity standpoint, is the format. A lot of times you have to pack a lot of creative energy into 10-15 seconds, where here on YouTube, I have a chance to sit with you guys for, the next 7 or 8 minutes, however long this video is. Right now, according to my estimates, TikTok is equivalent to the 1848 US gold rush. There is so much opportunity for creatives, someone like myself who does create content, to go on TikTok and amass 70, 80, 100,000 followers in a short amount of time. And if you take a look at my account, I mean, it's kind of bonkers to think about. I started taking TikTok seriously in May, and from May to June, I grew 70,000 followers. And maybe one day I'll talk to you guys about how that process was like. If you'd like to see that, leave a comment. But that was just bonkers to me to be able to do that, to be able to reach that many people in a month. Like, it's just crazy. I currently have 3 TikToks sitting at or around 1 million views on the platform. And before you rush to the comments to say anything reckless, I make all my TikToks like I make my YouTube videos. In my opinion, TikTok fulfills the worthy ideal of the democratization of information on the internet. What does that mean? It means that people, and especially young people, are able to learn about different things within a culture, within a subculture of fashion, in a way that they've never been able to do so before. In a way, TikTok is like education in fashion that you can't acquire if you go to fashion school. And it goes even further than that. More young people spend more time on TikTok than they probably do watching TV, watching television. So the attention that is on the internet, that's on the app, that's on TikTok, is far greater, or greater than what you would get by having your own TV show. Some of my favorite creators on the platform include people like Optic Legacy, Drew in Color, Mark Boutlier, and Wesley Bree, just to name a few. All these people do a fantastic job in different niches within fashion, talking about things at high levels and in depth. All of these creators provide valuable fashion commentary, insight, and information. And just because they're on TikTok doesn't mean that their videos should be diminished by someone who's a little bit cynical or doesn't like TikTok. Their content is fantastic. To answer the question of the title of this video of how TikTok is influencing modern fashion, is that it's helped teaching a new generation, a younger generation, a just different crowd of people about fashion in a creative and a unique way. Wesley Breed is one of my favorites. He's only 18 years old, but he knows so much. His content has provided me, someone who's 23 years old, so much value in terms of fashion history, different stitching styles, different boot ideas, different stylings, all these different things that he does. He does it at such a high level on the app and does it in a 30-second or less format that I'm blown away each time he makes a video, honestly. Succinctly put, TikTok is just another way to learn about fashion. That is a pretty optimistic statement though. Let's get into the bad. Now, when it comes to this section, which is the not so good, take this section with a grain of salt. When I go on TikTok and I view different TikTokers creating TikTok, I don't know why that made me laugh. One of the biggest trends on TikTok are these Zara, H&M, Shein, Forever 21 hauls that just promote fast fashion and glamorize fast fashion, which I don't necessarily agree with or like. To me, when someone labels a video as a haul, they're buying bulk clothing to use as a prop for a video. Rather, when I do something like a pickups video or when I pick up new items, those are items that are typically from smaller boutiques or vintage stores or smaller brands that I know that at least have a little bit more ethical backing than something like Zara, H&M, Forever 21, etc, etc. I haven't really talked about fast fashion on the channel, but one of the biggest things for my brand, Edward Joyner, and for me is understanding that fast fashion's effect on the environment is harmful and it disproportionately affects people who are working in those systems. I mean, in order to get a garment or in order to get a piece of clothing that costs $10, that means the person who made the clothing only gets paid like $1, and then the company has to make profit, and then the factory has to make money. So like there's just so much inequality within that system, and it's not something talked about a lot on TikTok. And so for me, like that's just a clear negative. Fast fashion hauls are just an absolute clear negative when it comes to buying bulk fast fashion items, especially to promote to people who are younger and impressionable so that they can buy them too. And as the creative, you're benefiting hugely off of the fast fashion company sending you clothing or giving you a paycheck to post on TikTok. Another topic that's pretty big on sneaker TikTok or sneaker talk is the conversation of replicas. People are calling it the rep wars. And I know a lot of people enjoy and buy replicas, and I'm not saying replicas are not so good, but it's just a really interesting kind of debate that's going on. I think there's a little bit of negativity and judgment around replicas for one. And so like that can be something that can be labeled as the not so good of TikTok. There's a little bit of toxicity at times, a little bit of negativity, and people who are young and impressionable probably have a harder time actually internalizing negative comments or people bashing them versus someone who's a little bit older. I don't got any gray on my hair or nothing like that, but you know, if someone says something a little bit mean or a little bit harsh to me, I know how to internalize it and not let it really bother me, and understand that everyone has perspectives and everyone has different things that they're going through in their life. But talking about sneaker TikTok, once again, I think a lot of people blame TikTok for destroying the grandeur of the Jordan 1 silhouette because of the fact that so many people who didn't necessarily know about the Jordan 1, once again, started loving the Jordan 1 and buying it, and the prices went up and people really profited off it from a reseller standpoint. For a lot of people, a lot of sneakerheads or people who liked the Jordan 1 before it was like super hyped as it is right now are a little bit mad at TikTok for that. And you know, rightfully so. I understand how that can maybe be a little bit frustrating. So what I'm trying to illustrate essentially is that like the not so good of TikTok is the ability for TikTok to really catch on fire when it comes to a certain trend, or have a certain trend catch on fire, and then kind of bring it to a more mainstream light, more so than like Instagram or YouTube can. Because when you review a product on Instagram or YouTube, a lot of times those people who know about the product are searching for it and they're a part of that subgroup, where in TikTok's world, you can create a video and no one who's a part of that subgroup will see it, but the people who will see it are just your average consumer, right? Which isn't a bad thing, but it's just the point of what TikTok is. Hopefully that makes some sense. I have no idea if that made any sense at all, because I was kind of going ad-lib right there, and I don't know if that made any sense. But what are some of the things that annoy you about TikTok? I know a lot of people have a lot of bad blood when it comes to using TikTok, being on TikTok, people hating Reels, people hating on TikTok. What are the things that annoy you about it? Let me know down in the comment section. I'd be really curious to know, because I do see that there are some people who just absolutely hate TikTok, just won't use it, despise it, think it's not for them, etc, etc. If you're one of those people watching this video up until this point, talk to me down in the comments. I had to stand up to talk about the future of TikTok. I think right now, TikTok is really asserting its influence on a ton of people. And so when we talk about the future of TikTok, I think that there's a lot of potentiality for growth. And I think there's a lot more potentiality for it influencing fashion even further. I'm pretty sure there's some data that shows that more people have downloaded TikTok in, let's say, like the last 3 months than they've downloaded Instagram. And when's the last time you heard about someone being an Instagram influencer, being born just from Instagram? I don't think it really happens as much anymore, and I think that kind of trend where TikTok is really becoming a more dominant social media platform to express ideas and creativity will just continue to uptick in the future. All social media apps serve two purposes: either to entertain or to educate. Whether you do either one depends on what kind of content creator you are and what kind of content you like to consume. Think about it. Think about some of your favorite fashion creators, whether it be Ray Mia, whether it be Keezy TV, whether it be With Love Grandpa, whoever it might be. Each of these different fashion creators, they serve a purpose. They either educate you, they showcase products, they showcase their lifestyle, they showcase how to wear things, or they entertain you. They show you where they live, how they live their life, their lifestyle, etc., etc., etc. These things exist on YouTube, they exist on Instagram, and they also exist on TikTok. Everyone who's on TikTok either serves two purposes. As a fashion content creator, they either are educating you in one way or another in a creative format, or they're entertaining you. One thing that I feel like I haven't really touched on yet is comparing like the community on fashion TikTok versus the community on fashion Instagram. Because the creators can scale to such a huge level of following in a short amount of time like I did, I feel as though community doesn't necessarily exist between creators on TikTok, at least what I've experienced. Still to this day, where I find more connection is through Instagram. And so a lot of people on Instagram, just to give Instagram something, give it some credit, a lot of people on Instagram are actually people who I've talked to, DM'd, and create content on Instagram and do a fantastic job. And the community aspect is much stronger on Instagram. One last point about the future of TikTok. I think the potentiality is really massive, but it's hard to really know, right? From a personal creative standpoint, I know the potential is really there, and I think it'll continue to kind of scale up. But from a brand standpoint, I think there are a lot of brands who've obviously blown up on TikTok, or brands who are using their brand to help increase their brand on TikTok. But I think even bigger players, the high fashion brands, the Jack Mooses of the world, they can really benefit from being on TikTok. And I haven't seen them on TikTok as much because they haven't really found their content strategy, if that makes sense. I think there is a potentiality for more brands and just different opportunities for brands to be on TikTok. But as an individual creator, I mean, it's like the gold rush, I'm telling you guys. When it comes to actually accumulating an audience and influencing or teaching and educating people on the topic, TikTok is my #1 choice. All right, let me sit back down for a second. Man, that was a lot of talking right there. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys thought it was a cool little discussion-based video. I would love to hear your comments down in the comment section. What are your thoughts on TikTok? Are you on TikTok? Do you follow me on TikTok? If you don't follow me on TikTok, what are you doing? But in all seriousness, I do want to know what your thoughts and opinions are on TikTok, so leave them down in the comment section. If you made it this far in the video and haven't subscribed yet, what do I need to do to make you subscribe? Seriously. What more could I do? You watched the entire video, you must have enjoyed it or you hated it. Let me know, but subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I would really appreciate it. I would love to have you be a part of this community. And as I always say, I'm spreading peace, love, and positivity in 2021. So that means I'm spreading peace, love, and positivity to you. Wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful rest of your day. And if you're on TikTok, man, you know what to do.